So here's Prairie, and in this video I'm going to show you the 5 basics on the ground and under saddle. So here we're just doing a little bit of move out, and I have a little trouble stopping him. I try to just lift that outside rein, but sometimes he walks through, so I kind of boink him with a little bit to make him stop. And here I'm asking for soften. And he's not really holding it. He's not staying soft. So I'm really trying to reach up there to make it clear to him what I want. And he's doing a little turn in. Head up in the air again, very stiff. Changing directions here. And I'm asking him to soften a little bit again. There he goes. And do a little move out. He's not moving out so much as he's making a little circle. And he tends to make little circles all the time because he thinks that's what I want. And I really get frustrated when I'm trying to ride him and he just goes in little circles because he thinks that's what he's supposed to do. And a bit more turn out. Move out. And there I stop him and do some turn in.
Look at that.
Under saddle, we're going to do the same things. You see I'm rocking there to the left. Did you see that? To get him to go. I was just experimenting with that because you showed how to do it in your last video. Now in this lesson, I'm working a lot on stop. And watch this. When I stop him, I'm going to squeeze my knees together and rock my hips back a little bit instead of relying on the outside rein so much to stop him. And he responds very well to that. Here I'm going to ask him to turn in. I'm turning my upper body. I'm trying to rock him a little bit there toward the right. Yep. And that caused him to take a step. And there I asked him to soften up a little bit before walking on. Now, as I mentioned, he always thinks he's supposed to go in little circles. And I could probably spend a whole lesson with him just getting him to walk on a large circle. Because he always thinks he's supposed to walk on a little circle. There I stopped him again by pressing my knees together and kind of tightening my tummy and rocking my hips back a little. And he does very well with that. I also try to soften up the rein so I'm not pulling back on him when I do that. Asking for soften, and he softened, and I gave a little. Now I'm trying to rock back on my back pockets to make him do turn in because he seemed a little sticky there. When we do a lot of stopping like this, I don't know, he kind of tunes out and goes somewhere else in his mind. And I'm always wary of him because he seems like an old dead plow horse, but he's bucked me off and hurt me more than once. So I'm always wary of what he's thinking. I'm kind of trying to get him to go out on a bigger circle here and do some move out. You'll see when I turn my body there. I'm asking him for move out. I'm squeezing my inside leg. I'm trying to lift the inside rein so he bends his head toward the inside. He's not doing too badly right there. Now I want him to soften again before we go on. And I'm going to ask for a turn in. You can see I'm turning my body to the inside. It was a turn in, but he didn't use his neck properly. He didn't bend his head to the inside enough. So I asked for soften there, and I give my hands a little bit. There I'm asking for move out. I don't throw him away completely when he gives me a soften, as I used to. There, he put his head down a little. I'm going to ask for some more. Yes, that was nice. And then we go. Now, I didn't edit everything out here. I'm leaving in pretty much a whole 5-minute stretch here of just riding him around. And so you'll see some of the difficulties. I'm not cutting out the bad stuff. You can see whatever I'm doing wrong. Usually I try to just show the good stuff, but then nothing ever gets better. So here did a halt with him there, and that was a very obedient halt. He stopped right away. Not a halt, but a stop. He stopped right away. We're going to turn in. Yep. Better at that hold. I think here I just kind of walk around with him a little bit, trying to get him to soften. He doesn't have that deep head carriage that I'm looking for. I'm going to ask him to turn in there, I believe. I need him to get his head turned in the opposite direction, instead of toward the camera, away from the camera. Okay, that was a move out, not a turn in. He's just really dragging his feet now because I stop him so much. And he's like, well, why even go forward? I think at this point I started to just ride him around the arena without pulling on him all the time.